First of all, I'm going to make a peach pie. I've got 2, 4, 6 beautiful peaches. They're Eastern peaches. They're freestone peaches. Freestone, what I mean by freestone is when you cut them like this and you twist them, the pit comes out. It's called a freestone. There are some peaches that you buy where the pit would stay in there and it would be awful to get them out. So these are freestone and they're Eastern peaches. We take them like this, one at a time, and we're going to skin them. Now I'm going to skin them like this because it's easier. Some people put them in boiling water and then the skin comes off, but this is just as easy on a nice thin peeler. Get it on Amazon, peeler. Peel the peaches. One peach. Take your skins and you put them in your compost heap afterwards. Creatures love them outside. Number 2 peach. Okay? Once I get all of them done, then I take them and I slice them. Thin slices. These will go in the pie shell. A pie is made up of nothing more than an upper crust, a lower crust, fruit with thickener and sugar in the middle. That's it. Not a big deal, not rocket science. You can do this with any kind of fruit you want. Nice thin pieces. Okay, we've got the peaches all cut up, sliced up. Now I'm going to add some cornstarch. Cornstarch is a thickener. When the peaches get sugar on them, they'll produce a juice. And I'll put some lemon juice in there also, which prevents the peaches from getting brown. So let me put this first. I'll put a squirt in there just to coat the peaches so they don't go brown. There's nothing worse than getting a peach pie with brown peaches. It looks awful. It doesn't taste any different. It doesn't look too pretty. So the ascorbic acid, the vitamin C in the lemon stops them from turning brown. Okay? That's beautiful. Now we're going to add some, add sugar first. Okay. 1, probably 2 scoops, because these are nice sweet peaches and they're juicy. So now we mix them up. Now to this we have to have something thick, because when these cook, the juice is going to come out of the peaches and you're going to have a runny mess. So you have to have something to thicken up the runny mess or the liquid. So from here we add cornstarch, probably 1, 2 tablespoons of that. 2 good heaping tablespoons of cornstarch. And mix it all up. Cornstarch has no flavor. All it does is thicken. Use cornstarch in pudding. Use it in fruit pies. You can use, if you don't like cornstarch, some people use tapioca. Put tapioca in this with a little water, and then the tapioca puffs up and absorbs the water. Or you can use flour. Flour makes it too thick. I don't like flour too much. Depends on what kind of pie. Okay? So, there's our peaches. We set this aside. Okay, it's done. We're making a 10-inch pie, a big pie. So we're going to make a double crust. So we have to have enough flour. Now the ratio of flour to shortening when you buy pie crust is 3 to 1. So if I have 3 cups of flour, I need 1 cup of shortening. So I can measure it. Just for fun, I'll measure it. Not really measure it. 1, 2, 3. And 3 to 1. So this is a ½ a cup. I'm using margarine, imperial margarine. I don't know why, just happen to have it in the refrigerator. You can use margarine, you can use Crisco, you can use butter flavor Crisco. I'm going to use half this and half this. You can use, what is it, some kind of other butter. You can use butter if you want, but some people use oil. I don't. Cut in little pieces like that. Now I need a ½ a cup of this, ½ a cup of this, ½ a cup of this. See, there's a cup, so that's about a ½ a cup. You don't have to measure. After a while, your eyes tell you how to measure. Now, so it's a 3 to 1 ratio. Okay. Most important thing with pie crust, you don't want your hands to touch it. Because if your warm hands touch this, it's not going to have a nice flaky crust. So, my little 5-tong thing, 4-tong, 1, 2, 3, 5, and you just cut it in. It's called cutting it in. I always turn the bowl. It's okay if you get it there because you're going to be flouring it anyway and putting it on there. And we just cut this in. And if you want a nice flaky crust, you have a thin crust. You roll it thin. Nothing worse than a thick, fat crust. I'd rather have a thin crust and make it tasty and light and crunchy, rather than a thick, doughy. Don't want it doughy. While I'm doing this, I'm turning my oven on to 400. This away. Try not having stuff out. Okay, now you see how it's kind of like little pieces of look like little rocks, little pebbles. It's almost ready to add ice cold water. Ice cold water. Okay? Ice cold water. How much? Don't know. You kind of gotta put enough in there until you can. It's not like Play-Doh because you don't want to touch it with your hands, but it's almost the consistency of Play-Doh where it sticks together. See, I need more. Worst comes to worst, if you add too much water, you just add a little more flour. Kind of like when you make frosting. A little more. You want to make it so you can roll it out and it'll stick together. Now it's getting to look a little like pie dough. If you don't want to do this, you can go to the store and buy a pre-done pie dough. But it's not that difficult to do. Little more, just a little more. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay. That's okay. Kind of fell out at me fast. Okay. Scrape it from the sides. And now with this pie dough, you can make pie roll-ups. You can make the Lindt chocolate candy. You can roll this out and put jelly jam in the middle of it, make little roll-up things. Now that's a great consistency right there. See that? Okay? Okay, that's good. It's tacky, it's sticky. Now, you don't want it to stick to your board. You can either use a flour board or you can use a piece of wood. I have a nice granite countertop here, which I'm going to wipe down that water so I don't get the water on there. Because we got enough water in here now. Okay. Now, see? Beautiful dough. See the doughiness? Okay. So, now I'm going to take the flour. Right out here. I'm going to grab a lump of this. Now I can touch it with my hands for a short time. Okay? Put it in a ball, because that's about the size ball you want to have that size pan. Now put it down. That's it. Okay? Put a little flour on top of it. Push it down, push it down. Now I take my rolling pin. Now I don't touch it again. And I roll it out. Flip it. Get that out of here. These rolling pins are great. I got mine at Walmart. I saw them at Ocean State Job Lot. They had these. This is made out of marble, so it's very heavy. If you have a wooden one, you gotta really push down, but this thing is heavy. I should break my counter here. Let's put a hole in the pie. Okay, so that's about the size. So now we take this and we roll it like this. Just rolling it up like that. And you got plenty of flour there to do that. Put it in a glass pan, put it here, and roll it out. And we can shift it around if we want, because it's pliable enough to do that. And if we're missing some here, so what? We got a lot of extra here. So now we patch. Okay, we got extra here, you need a little here, you patch it. You need a little here, you can patch it. It all tastes the same. A little here, patch it. And why do you want to know? It's nice, yeah, that's good amount here. Good. And equal here. And a little too much here. I know I got another place to patch there. Around here. A little too much here because you don't want it too thick. And we got a little patch here. Patch here. And the reason we do this is once we put the peaches in here, we want to put the top crust on and have something to fold it. So now, that's pretty much done. Yep, good. Take the peaches and we pour them in there. And they are juicy already. See the juice already? Ah, yeah. See how juicy they are? Yes, they are. Now we want to make sure we get all that cornstarch that's in here on the bottom. So we take a spatula and cornstarch. So make sure you don't have the cornstarch, you can have a runny pie. Okay. And those are juicy, juicy. Okay. Is that beautiful? So far, beautiful. Okay, now some people can put butter on the top of that, but we're not gonna. To my top crust. Okay, another batch. Okay, another ball. You don't need this one as big because it's going on the top. So, if you wanted to add cinnamon to the peaches on the top there, a little bit of cinnamon or a little bit of nutmeg or a little bit of other spice, you can do that too. But I'm just making a straight peach pie. Nothing added. So all we're going to do is taste peaches and pie crust. And that looks like should be about right. Pie over here. Put on top. Roll it out. Nice, nice. Okay, now we have a little extra here. Extra here. A little extra here. Now we take the two layers, we fold it under, crimp it. Fold it under, crimp it. Under, crimp. Under, crimp. This is a little thick for me. Crimp. I wonder if you got any vanilla ice cream to put on this. It would be delicious. You fold it like that so that the juice doesn't escape. And what you do with your extra pie dough, you make pie roll-ups with it. Do that in a minute. Okay, now you gotta have somewhere for the steam to escape when it starts steaming. So you take your knife and you'll boop, 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 boop. That's it. Now I'm gonna stick in the oven for 400 degrees. Now, in case it does boil over, you put a pan underneath it, like a cookie sheet underneath it. So in case it boils over, it will in the case of none of cornstarch and the really peaches are really juicy, it will catch the juice so it doesn't make a mess in your oven. So that's it, 400 degrees for 1 hour. With our leftover pie dough, we take the leftover pie dough, all of it, roll it out just like we did on the other. Really thin. Thin as you can. Without it sticking. If it starts to stick a little bit, just a little bit more flour in there. Flip it over, kind of like pizza dough. Yeah, a little flour, there we go. And, okay. Thick here, thinner, 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 thinner. Nice. Okay. Nice and thin. Okay, so I got some apricot preserves. I've got some raspberry preserves. Been in the refrigerator for a while. As long as there's nothing growing on them, they're fine. Nothing growing. Let me see if there's any mold. That open. No mold. We're golden. We're good to go. So you take this and you take your spatula, and we're going to put on some strawberry preserves. I haven't got too much raspberry, so we'll do mostly strawberry. Okay, let's do the rest of the raspberry first. Then I can wash these jugs out. Okay, okay. Apricot, this is apricot. Okay, that one's done. Sloppy Jean. Apricot preserves right there. Nice. Just make a little sweetness there. Spread them out. A little more raspberry here. Any old jelly, grape jelly, any jelly you have in the refrigerator you want to get rid of. You want to make something nice, little snack for the kids. Snack for yourself. Snack for your hubby. Okay, there we go. Nice, nice, perfect. Put a little in the middle so somebody doesn't get cheated if they get a little middle piece. They'll get the combination of the two. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now we take these, which way do we want to roll them? Probably this way. We just start rolling them. My oven's up to temperature to throw the pie in. You have to wait till the oven is up to temperature to put the pie in. If you don't, it'll ruin the pie crust. Yeah. Let's start this end too. Okay. Cut them up the middle. Let's cut them about that long. Okay. He's gonna be a good guy. Oh, look at that. Hot oven, 400 degrees.